Living in a caravan full-time for many is living a dream. It is a nice, relaxed lifestyle close to the nature. You can work part-time and be pretty comfortable. It's for those who are money savvy. You know, maybe you want to save for some big project, travel, or maybe your house deposit. Yes, it's all true. It is a relaxing, beautiful lifestyle once all work is done. So we are still getting ready for a new season. We are still setting up for the summer, and today I'm going to tell you a little bit about how to look after your awning, and I will be waterproofing and UV proofing our awning using Fabsil. So I will tell you about products which I'm going to use, show you how I'm doing it, how I like to do it. If you have any advice, if you have any other ideas how to look after your awning, please share in the comments so we can all benefit from your knowledge and experience. So let's dive in and get to work, because there is quite a lot of work to do today. If you are new to the channel, my name is Kat. I live in a caravan, I work on the caravanning site and I travel. And today I'm going to tell you a few words about Fabsil and Fabsil Gold, two different products for waterproofing, and I will show you how I waterproof our awning. So the first thing which you need to do is making sure that your awning is clean. And the word of warning here. Alright, so I'm just going to get on the ladder, so keep your fingers crossed and give me a thumbs up so I don't fall. Would be good not to fall during filming. So you may be tempted to attack some nasty stains, like we have some stain here, to attack it with some harsh cleaning products. And I've been there before, I've done it. We had an awning which I cleaned with bleach and wet and forget first. That didn't work very well, so I topped it up with bleach and I basically murdered our awning. This is new awning for this season, new to us, because the previous awning was murdered, and I have some footage to prove it. You don't want to reproof a dirty awning and just seal all the dirt on your awning. You want to clean it first. So this year I cleaned these panels, for example, these light panels, with hot water and washing powder, and it did a job. I'm not sure if it affected waterproofing surface, because awnings are waterproof by their nature, and when you buy a new awning they have waterproof coating, but you have to reproof, you have to top it up, you have to look after your awning during the year, especially if you are on a seasonal pitch like us. And our awning is facing south, so it's also exposed to full sun for a few hours a day, and that's why, even though it's still waterproof, it's watertight, I will be reproofing it for UV protection, and I will tell you which product I'm going to use. But before that, a word of warning. With our old awning, after cleaning it with bleach, it leaked like a sieve. You could, if you want to clean your awning with bleach again, equally just cut it in pieces, because this is a waste of awning. Your awning will die. So this year I used water with washing powder, and today I still saw a few stains, but I'm going to attack them with hot water and washing up liquid, just to wash off any mud, any bird marks, and probably the biggest stain which I have to deal with is here, and this is clearly after water which stayed there on the previous pitch. The previous owners basically made it happen, allowed it to happen. Who knows, maybe this bit of the awning was in shade where it was previously, but you can see the material here, fabric here, is pulled, so it will need a bit of a stretch to make sure water doesn't collect here and it doesn't become a little puddle. So I will wipe this dirt first, but as I said, just with delicate product, no harsh chemicals, because you don't want to damage waterproof surface which you have here, the waterproof protection which you have on your awning. Right, so have a quick look in the bucket. Look at this water. It is honestly just hot water and washing up liquid. So even if my detergent affects waterproofness of my awning, it will be minimal. So there are many different products available for waterproofing your awning and sunproofing your awning. And why it's worth doing? Because if you don't, your awning may start to leak, may let water in, and may perish. Even if it's waterproof, it may perish in the sun. So what happened with our awning after 3 years, and especially after my bleach cleaning session, when we were trying to put it up, it just snapped. It just ripped and came apart in our hands. So it's definitely worth investing in the best products you can afford, really, to look after your awning, which generally is expensive. Right, so we use Fabsil, and for many years we were fixated on Fabsil Gold, because that's what we are using around the site. That's what we are using for waterproofing and protecting our belt ends, which are made of canvas. So we've always been using Fabsil Gold because that was provided by the site, and we were buying Fabsil Gold for our awning as well, because we thought this must be the best product available. Yes, it is very good, but what we noticed and what I learned this year is that usual Fabsil, regular Fabsil, gives you a UV protection, and Fabsil Gold, which is better for waterproofing because it has higher concentration of silicone, doesn't really give UV protection, at least from research and data which I managed to access. So it is super concentrated, it is great for waterproofing. It's recommended for use on objects and things which stay outside for all the year. It is possible that this will need another application. Fabsil, universal Fabsil, is cheaper. It's much cheaper, but it has a lower concentration of silicone. But this awning is waterproof as it is, so what I really want is UV protection. So I bought 5 liters of regular Fabsil, which is supposed to give me some waterproofing and UV protection, and I'm not using Fabsil Gold this year. How it will work, whether it will work, whether this is worth £20 a litre, I don't know. This one was 28, 5 litre for £28, so much cheaper. But this one's supposed to be better. So a bit of dilemma. Let me know what's your favorite product for waterproofing the awning. If you would like to purchase one or another and you are an Amazon customer, use the link in the description of this video. And if you buy through us, let's say through Freedom Seekers, if you buy from our Amazon shop, Amazon will share a little commission with us. So thank you for that. If you are an Amazon customer and use our links, we will actually make some profit, which will support development of this channel, buying equipment and so on. Okay, so you may be wondering how I'm going to apply Fabsil on my awning. Well, I have my own little strategy. Once your awning is clean and dry, you can apply Fabsil, and the producer recommends applying it with a brush. And I have a brush here, but I prefer to apply it with a roller. I have a tiny roller and a big roller. I'm going to use tiny one because it will waste less product. Because with the big one, most of it will stay on this fluffy roller. So I'm using small sponge-like roller on a huge pole. Right, so the site is busy. I don't know if you could hear our neighbor hoovering inside their caravan. Someone is chopping wood there. Someone is using a chainsaw. Well, we are on a busy site. Spring cleaning at full swing. Okay, so now we'll test a face tracking option on our camera. And if you follow me closely, you will see why I need a telescopic pole. Well, I need this to reproof the roof without climbing on top of our caravan, basically. By the way, it's not a good idea to climb on top of your caravan unless you have Bailey Pegasus Alutech technology. Right, so very safely, comfortably, I'll just dip my roller in Fabsil, which is slightly yellowish, so I can see. whether that's soaked enough. One more step without killing myself, and then I just roll it. I have a tiny roller, but I also have plenty of time. So there we go. Extending life of our awning. You probably want to see it from the top. Soak it, you can soak it. Apply liberally. And I really like this roller. Does the job. Right, it's not reaching all the way to the edge of the awning, so I have this other pole, and we are going to professionally extend it in a minute with the use of, where's my duct tape? With the use of duct tape, ladies and gentlemen. If you are thinking about full-time caravanning, duct tape and cable ties, just like in van life or in the space, this is a must-have when you do caravanning full-time. So ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, now is the moment when you can pour yourself drinks, put your feet up, and I'll just get on with work, so you can just enjoy watching me working, and I will see you in the next scene. Good, very good, right to the end, stitch, seam, soak it, very pleased. So I'm going to stay on the ladder, do the roof, and you will see me again when I do the walls. Right, 2 days later, no, it's only an hour, it's only been an hour with talking to do the roof. Oh, face track is working, look. Look, are you here? Can you hear me? Can we walk that way? And this way? Okay, time for walls, because Diesel is waiting for his walk. So we are doing the walls quickly. We are finishing up this video. We are wrapping up. So remember, whatever waterproofing product you use, always apply to dry fabric. And you need at least 3 hours of dry weather to let it dry, which is quite risky and quite a rare thing in the UK. Okay, let's do the roof. Let's do the walls. Roof is done. An hour of my life. Right, off we go. Right, the final bit, the final wall is done. It took me about an hour and a half to paint the whole thing with talking to you and messing with the pole and other distractions. So in terms of recommendations and if Fabsil Gold is better than Fabsil, well, it's the first time I actually use Fabsil on the awning. We've always used Fabsil Gold, and on belt ends at work we've used Fabsil Gold for the last 5 years, and those belt ends survived 5 years, and they are put up in April and we take them down in September for 5 years. Fabsil Gold, bam, done. They lasted a long time, and the owners are very happy that they are such long-lasting products. So of course belt ends are made of different fabric. It's cotton. This is probably some kind of cotton. This is also fabric. It's definitely well, weatherproof, sunproof to some extent. But the problem with seasonal awnings is that they are seasonals. They are seasonal, so they are here. Let me take you on a little walk. The problem with seasonal awnings is that they are out for most of the year. They are subject to sun, rain, wind, so they do get worn out, they do get tired. So definitely it's worth investing time and energy and money in protecting your awning, in keeping it clean. Wipe it as you go. Don't let this dirt to get, ingrained. If a bird marks your awning, wipe it off. If you have to do some excessive cleaning, apply waterproofing product. So I did those blinds with a brush, but you can actually see that they are so waterproof. Fabsil is actually not getting in. It stays on the surface. So it might need another brush just to spread it, but it's still so waterproof that it didn't soak in. So hopefully this is a good sign. It's soaked here very well, very even. Yeah, so we will see how it's doing. Right, so that's it. The onion is ready, hopefully, for the next season. I will let you know how it's doing, whether it's waterproof, whether there's any sun damage. We will really see in spring, we will see next year how effective Fabsil was. So here are the products I used today. Fabsil. I used Fabsil Universal because I was attracted to this feature, UV protection, which I didn't see on Fabsil Gold, which is more concentrated. I think this one is better for waterproofing. It doesn't say a word about UV protection, so that's my only question. But this one is definitely, you know, this is a higher concentration of silicone. This is a higher end product. This one is more affordable, offers you UV protection. Whether that will be enough to keep our onion alive, we'll really see in spring. Hopefully next year we'll have the same onion. I will not have to spend money on a new one. So thank you again for your patience. I hope you found something out from this video. I hope you enjoyed watching me struggling with the onion, and see you in the next video. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do it. It's free and it really helps us grow our channel. Leave us a comment, leave us a thumb up, and write where you are watching us and whether you have a seasonal onion. What do you do to protect it? How do you look after it? Any tips, advice and knowledge greatly appreciated. See you in the next video, guys. Take care for now. Bye bye.